Now the first part of the future tense is simple future tense. We are discussing about this. Simple future is used for the promise or to say to do something in future. In this we use will and shall and first form of the verb. Will be used with the others and shall will be used with the I and we. And will be used with the he, she, it, the rest of the pronoun, and I will take only shall with its. Now about the different parts or the sentences. The first is the affirmative sentence. In the affirmative sentence we have subject and will or shall, then verbs first form and object. In this, see the example, I shall write a letter, or we can say he will write a letter. In the negative sentences we have subject, then will, shall, not, then verbs first form and object. In this we see the example, I shall not write a letter, or she will not write a letter. Now in the interrogative sentences we have will and shall in the beginning of the sentence, then subject, then verbs first form and then object, and after this we will use the question mark. See the example, shall I write a letter or will they write a letter? Anything can be used in this way. Now in the interrogative negative sentences we have will, shall in the beginning of the sentence, because in the interrogative sentences, both of the interrogative sentences, always keep in mind that helping verb will be in the beginning of the sentence, then subject, then not will be put just after the subject, then verbs first form and object, and question mark will be there. Shall I not write a letter? Or we can say shall we not write a letter? Or we can say will she not write a letter? In this way we can explain our things. Now only remind on one thing, that the helping verb will be will and shall, and verbs first form will be used, shall will be used with I and we only, and will the rest of the pronoun. Now we are discussing about the future continuous tense. In the future continuous tense, verb correction is going on in future. In this we use the sentence pattern. Will or shall will be used as a helping verb, then be, and then verb with ing. Now we are talking about the affirmative sentences. The sentence pattern for the affirmative sentences will be subject, then will, shall, then be, then verb with ing and object. See the example, he will be reading a story. Always keep in mind that will be used with the others and shall will be used only with I or we. So with he we will use will, he will be reading a story, or I shall be reading a story. In the negative structure we have subject, then will, shall, then not, and the be will be put after the not, then verbs first form and ing, then object. Now see the example, he will not be reading a story. Now in the interrogative sentences we will use will, shall in the beginning of the sentence, then subject, then be just after the subject, and then verbs first form and ing and object. Will he be reading a story? Then the interrogation mark will be added. Now interrogative come negative sentences, will and shall in the beginning of the sentence, then subject, then not just after the subject, then be, and then verbs first form and ing and object. See the example, will he not be reading a story, or we can say shall I not be reading a story. So keep in mind that future continuous tense is used for the verb correction going on in future, and will, shall will be helping verb, and be will be used, and verbs first form and ing will be used. Now we are discussing about the future perfect tense. In this tense the verb completed in the future certain time. In this we use will, shall, then have, and verbs third form. In the affirmative sentences the subject pattern, sentence pattern will be subject, then will, shall, have, then verbs third form and object. See the example. They will have played cricket. It means they are doing the work in the future. They have completed their work in the future. Now the sentence pattern of the negative sentences: subject, then will, shall, not, then have, and verbs third form and object. See the example. They will not have played cricket. In the interrogative sentences, we have will, shall, then subject, then have, then verbs third form and object. See the example. Will they have played cricket? Now in the interrogative negative sentences, we have the sentence pattern: subject, then will. In the beginning we will use will, shall, then subject, then not just after the subject, then have, then verbs third form and object, and the question mark will be there. See the example. Will they not have played cricket? Now always keep in mind that future perfect tense is used for the work completed in future, and will, shall and will be used as a helping verb, and then have, and then verbs third form. Now we are discussing about the future perfect continuous tense. In this tense, verb or action going on in future with timing. Sentence pattern will be will, shall, have, been, verbs first form with ing, then since for time. Always keep in mind that since is used for the point of time and for the period of time. Now the sentence pattern of affirmative sentences: subject, then will, shall, have, been, verb with ing, then since for and time. Now about the sentence pattern of the negative sentences, we have the sentence pattern: subject, then will, shall, not, have, been, and then verb with ing, and since for, and then time. In the interrogative sentences, the sentence pattern will be will or shall in the beginning of the sentence, then subject, then have, been, then verb with ing and since for plus time. In the interrogative or negative sentences, we have will, shall, then subject, then not, then have, been, then verb with ing and since for and time. Now I am explaining future tense in the last once again of the four parts of future tense. First is the simple future. In this we use will, shall and verbs first form. Shall is used with I or we, and will is used the remain pronoun. Simple future is used for to say, to do something in future. Now about the future continuous tense: will, shall, and then be and verb with ing. This is used for work going on in future. In the future perfect tense, the third part of the future tense is the future perfect tense, and in this tense we have will, shall, then have, then verb third form. It is used for the work completed in future with certain timing. And now the future perfect continuous tense, it is in this will, shall, then have, been, verb with ing, and then since for plus time. This is used for the work going on with timing in future. Now you should practice for the future tense or make your own sentences.